An adventure across space and time.
This is Penal Planet Terranus 7. We confirm the escape of Secundus.
If he mates, the co-mater will be born.
The boy may be capable of unconsciously computing the anti-life equation. Have you sent a finder after him?
I sent Abraxas.
He's a cop whose beat spans 2 galaxies. Abraxas.
Can Abraxas stop the renegade?
Abraxas can handle it. He's brought Secundus in before.
His presence is causing a problem with the students.
My son is normal.
2 super beings in an all-out fight over 1 small boy and 1 large planet Earth. You are my son. Their fight will decide our fate. Abraxas.
Anyway, that was Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe. What an excellent trailer it was as well.
It was lovely.
I won't have a word against it. Now we're going to keep this as civil as we can, because I think we're of differing opinions on this film.
Perhaps.
Oh, but we'll see
Perhaps.
as this review goes. So, the story of Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, an adventure in space and time. I think it's almost his full title. So, some of you've heard this one. 2 time travelers, 1 good, 1 bad, travel to 90s America, 1 to kill a young boy, but the other to protect him. Whilst trying to escape an unstoppable killer, the good time traveler forms a bond with the boy and becomes a father figure to him, whilst earning the respect of his mother before the final fight, surrounded by fire and sparks.
So we're watching Terminator 2?
No, this was a full year before Terminator 2.
It was Terminator 2. Jack the storyline for Abraxas. That's right.
I would see. So there's a lot of merit there. So it's from director Damien Lee, who also co-starred and wrote it, as well as Ski School, the classic.
Yes.
It stars Jesse, is it the Body or is it the Mind Ventura? Sven Olthorsson and Jim Belushi, who was in it because his wife was in it at the time.
Correct. That is the only reason he was in it, is because his wife was the lead actress.
And he's only got, 2 minutes in it at tops?
Yeah, if that much. I don't even know. I don't even think he's on the screen that long. I don't know.
So yes, Arnold was offered the role of Abraxas, but turned it down and opted for Terminator 2 instead. So he basically took the story to Cameron and said, make a $100 million film of this film. That's how I'm saying it is.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps that is exactly what happened.
It is also a Christmas movie. It takes place at Christmas, as well as the 1990 action sci-fi thriller Dark Angel. So a bit of a thing going back then with those films.
Yeah, and this kind of does have that vibe too. It has a similar vibe to it, to that movie. Wow.
Both excellent films with action heroes and villains.
Okay.
I'm sensing you're not going to be a fan of this film.
Perhaps.
Do you own the Blu-ray?
I do not own the Blu-ray.
I know.
I do, however, have it on a 50-pack of those public domain movies. It is on one of those.
There was an admin error at the time where it did become into the public domain very quickly. So yes, anyone with can upload it or look at it for themselves. Yep. But yes, it's also before even Time Cop was in the comic man's head, I believe, as well. So it's a time traveler cop fixing things of the past to protect the future.
I mean, it really just set the mood for so many other ripoffs of Abraxas.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure about the poster because I don't remember Jesse having laser eyes in it. So that might be an embellishment.
It could be. However, he does have that nice hole in his chin. There's a literal
all men do.
there.
All men do. Look.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he does have one, but is it that pronounced? I don't think it's quite like a giant bullet hole in his.
Well, yes. I don't think. Do we see Sven's scar that much? Because I don't remember seeing it. But
I think once, or
it's very
it's not as
keeps him in
pronounced.
the dark, keep him mysterious. I'd say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
course.
because that's how we make proper films.
Yeah,
bit of a suspense and.
Well, let me describe this movie to those who have not seen it. Exposition, explosion, exposition, explosion. That's the entire movie.
Oh, sorry. Was that Terminator 2 or was that this? Or any movie of the 90s.
Yeah.
But this is a film that is so good that Jesse did not star in another film after it. He said, I've done the perfect film, I'm done. You disagree, sir?
Oh my gosh. Dude, Jesse is he's so, speaking of Terminator, he's so robotic in this movie. I can't even, like,
step quietly.
In fact, I read somewhere, someone said, and this is a quote that I read, and I had to write it down because it's perfect. Having Ventura act like an extraterrestrial was a great way to hide his complete lack of acting talent.
Whoa, that's just... He's been around for 1,000 years, his character. He's
10,000,
he's
right?
done with people. Yeah, 10,000.
Yeah.
He's done with people, so he's just not had much interaction. So he has become a robot-like, which is... And then Sven just hates people, so he doesn't care.
Now, Sven, he overacts so much in this one that he makes up for the lack of acting for Jesse Ventura.
No. He's just embellishing his part and going. That's how thespians do it on stage. He's like trying to get to the back seat so you know what's going on.
Of course.
He's a powerful man.
So yes, so you see Sven in like all the Schwarzenegger movies and whatnot. He had no lines. In this one, he has like a gazillion lines, and he goes out of his way.
Yes, a chance to shine and show him up.
His chance, it's his chance to rock and roll.
It was this and then Hamlet, I believe, but
Hamlet 3D. Yeah.
Yes, Jesse's so tough he doesn't even need his mustache in this film. He shaved it off, saying,
"That is true."
That.
Yes,
I am that tough.
Yes. So they made this not long after Running Man, right?
Yeah,
I believe a couple years, maybe just a couple years after Running Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie has a lot of Arnold connections to it.
Well, yes. This is the third Jesse film, and Sven have been in. The other two was Running Man, as you said, and Predator. They're both in there as well, and neither survive. Although I can't remember if Jesse survives. I think he survives Running Man, doesn't he?
They also missed a golden opportunity to use the Santana album Abraxas as the soundtrack. Instead, what do we get? We get this weird soft jazz thing over these fight scenes, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
No, sets the mood for the film. No one wants synth in the 90s. We've done all the synth scores. The whole of the 80s was synth.
I feel like I'm watching the wedding panel.
It lulls you in and then builds to the crescendo when the fight.
It definitely lulls you in. That is it lulls. Yes.
Behave. Yes,
I blame Canada for this movie. I completely blame Canada. This is their
Canada.
Yes. So thank you, Canada, for this wonderful masterwork.
The real sequel to the Terminator, as you said.
Yes.
But this film, talking about the music, is so good. It has the song "Strong as I Am" in it. Don't. Because that is used to full effect in another 80s classic.
Yeah, and that is what? Ah, ha, ha. Much better movie.
No, same level movies. So
Sure.
yes, it earned enough respect that they could use that song.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they should have just called this Terminator 2.
But I'm guessing legalities.
Yeah,
But yes, if I was their lawyers, I would definitely take up with Jimmy Cameron because they're owed a few money.
Well, Terminator 2 had better special effects, had better fight scenes, better sets, better acting, better writing, better.
Yes. It had $100 million as well, and filmed in LA. They had £10 and in Canadian dollars or whatever it is, and whatever they could muster outside, and an abandoned warehouse, which was the thing of the 80s. Any film that ended in a warehouse with action scenes.
Yes. So Damien Lee just went to his backyard and he was like, "Hey, let's film this crazy sci-fi movie in my backyard."
And got something as equal as Terminator 2, yes. What? No.
Not quite. Not quite.
You better be careful. Because, yes, we didn't get into the full story about the reason they want to kill the child for the
Oh, yes, please.
anti-life equation, which could end, not 100% sure what it's about, but it's like Inception or Tenet. You have to watch it lots of times before the things
Oh God, please no.
no.
Okay, so the kid is what they call the co-mater, right? What the hell is a co-mater?
Did you not read the novelization?
No, I did not. Hell to the no.
Well, I can't help you with that because you just have to explain to me how Sven gets the child born in the first place.
Yes, well, as you saw in the lovely trailer, his hand glows and produces God knows what, and he places the hand and impregnates the lady, and the birth, by the way,
Very tasteful.
So tasteful she doesn't even take off her pants. I'm just saying.
Do you need to see full frontal nudity of a baby being born?
No, but a little realism would be nice.
It's implied.
It's implied with okay.
They realized they wanted a winner, so they made it PG-13. So they had to cut down on the strip joint stuff as well. So
there was a strip joint scene, yeah.
But all the ladies were dressed, so that's
yes.
all right.
That's why it gets a half a star instead of no stars.
5.5 stars. That's very kind of you. So,
and the narration.
Yes.
So, like all the main characters have like voice-over narration, and they say stuff that happens 5 minutes later, like verbatim what happens, and then they feel the need to repeat themselves over and over.
Yes.
And let me reiterate, they repeat themselves over and over. And yes, it becomes quite annoying that they repeat themselves over and over again.
Yes, it's a complicated story that they're trying to get to people like you that don't understand what's going wrong. So,
but 2 plus 2 will always equal 4, no matter how many times they say 2 plus 2 will equal 5.
Yeah, I think you're missing the subtext there somewhere. But yes, it was some teens did say it was pregnancy by hand job because of the dim-wittedness, but
yes,
technically, be wary of those things.
So, are exotic dancers birthing members of the species?
These days, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Tread carefully on my woke channel.
Well, but does your channel have VD? Is the question.
Yes. Oh, and yeah, well, it was in the film.
Yes, I know they were trying to be funny, but come on.
Yeah, see a bit of humor. There's a lot of tension in this film, so you got to make it light.
There is. And we haven't even talked about the big part yet.
We're talking about Jesse.
We're talking about a naked alien on the bed, trying to tell a little boy a story about two partners. What?
If this was Cronenberg, you'd be singing his fucking praises.
Cronenberg was a master.
See?
Freaking Damien Lee can go jump off a cliff.
Hey, without Lee, we wouldn't get Ski School.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. He had one decent movie. Oh, congratulations.
Many wonderful movies.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's such a trouble. See, in real life, Jesse does go commando in real life, so yeah, he is.
But yet he was not in Commando.
But you stay away. He's a fucking national treasure, even to the UK, and he's a war hero. So I won't have a word said against him. In Vietnam, of all places,
And of course, the governor. Can't forget the governor's part.
and he was governor. Sorted you people out, good and proper. I can't remember. Is that your area he was in?
No, Governor of Minnesota. That is very much opposite of where I am.
Oh, the educated part of America
Yes,
that
exactly.
understands this film
Completely.
nuances.
If the voters would have seen this film, they would not have voted him in 1998.
Maybe it's because of this film he was voted in.
We'll have to ask Minnesotans.
Doesn't I know any on my roster? Is there anything else you want to say about this film?
Yes. Why
We're
is it
gonna watch
called? What?
We're going to watch it again now,
Oh God! Oh please no!
so we get a reaction from you.
Oh good Lord! Well, okay. It's Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, right? Two things.
Oh.
Where's Gamera? Gamera is the Guardian of the Universe. I'm just saying. Just saying. And then also, I know it's technically not their name, but where's Star-Lord? Where's Drax? Where's Gamora? Where's Rocket? Where's Groot? What the hell, man?
Yeah, another one that obviously ripped this film off. This film
Oh,
was
completely.
a trendsetter. It's like,
Yeah.
all the Die Hard was the original. How many clones of that came out for 20 years later? Exactly the same with this. Terminator's Time Cops, Guardians of the Galaxy, and all the others.
Yes, everyone saw this and was like, you know what? We can make a better movie than this. And they did.
Oh, take off your glasses, bitch. You are thin ice.
Ah!
Maybe I will contact my mate Sven and see what he says.
Hey, go for it, man. Yeah, but back to Ventura's acting chops in this. I don't know what happened between Predator and this, but his he has two modes of expression: angry and sleepy, and that is it. The
It's
end.
a lot of, he's a guardian of the universe.
Yes,
He's been
yes.
he probably hasn't slept in 10,000 years because he's trying to protect the universe, everything, not just Earth, not
Well,
just time.
if he's the
universe
protector,
throughout
if he's the protector of the universe, we're in trouble. Because he spends half the movie looking for freaking Sven, and Sven's like right there.
Yeah, it's not equal. It's not an equal fight yet. So Sven's not ready for an equal fight. So
Yeah, of course.
Jesse has to learn to be the best, just like a
And this-
kickboxer or something.
And this movie seems like a ripoff of Howard the Duck,
Whoa!
but Howard the Duck's much better.
No, Howard the Duck shit. No.
Oh yeah,
How is it
Wait.
anything like Howard the Duck?
it's not. But Howard the Duck is way better than this. I just wanted to point that point across.
I'll tell you which one's best remembered.
Howard the Duck.
No.
Yes.
Does Howard the Duck have this font?
It does not, with the A in the middle, the extra capital A.
Yeah. It's
Abraxas.
synergy or symmetrics.
Abraxas? What is that? Why is what is that?
The trouble, you'll be running into my fist in a minute. Oh, this has gone worse than I expected. I thought the stuff you like. I thought this would be right up your street.
Oh yeah. But you know, I knew you couldn't resist a wrestling movie.
Shit.
I
knew you were going to bring that up. It's not a wrestling movie. There's out of the
it's
cast
completely
50,
a wrestling
there's
movie
one
because Jesse
wrestler.
Ventura's in it.
He only wrestled for like a week, didn't he?
No, he wrestled in the 70s for a while, and then he got hurt, and then went into color commentating on the mat.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yes.
Isn't it commentator of color now?
Possibly. I don't know.
You got to watch your language on this channel.
I don't watch current stuff too much. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to be nice, but he's coming at me with this non-facts about this film. So
and he was a mediocre wrestler too.
Fucking hell! I know he will take offense to that when I show him.
He just stole somebody else's gimmick and just ran with it. But you don't even know what I'm talking about. So.
As an educated fellow, I don't need to watch wrestling.
That's your problem. I see.
Shiny things in front of me for an hour and a half, so to get distracted by the government taking from my pockets.
But the last thing that I'd like to get across.
Yes, let's have our final thoughts of this excellent film.
Yes, please go ahead, and then I'll close it out.
With positives.
Sure.
Okay, I trust you. Well, if you want a sci-fi action and a thriller and everything else, including jazz music, which you haven't heard before in an action film, Abraxas is for you because it's free on YouTube 1,000 times, which is unfortunate due to the lack of rights. But
yep,
there is a lovely Blu-ray you can buy. It's probably out of print, but scalpers will help you out, I'm sure.
And that's probably the only way this thing ever made money was that one release.
Released in Canada in March 1st, 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it was a video premiere in Japan, Germany, United States after that.
Oh,
so only releasing.
You mean it wasn't a big hit enough to make a theatrical run everywhere?
Yes, there's no budget or where it made any money, but
you were correct. There's hardly any budget. That is correct.
Let's see what you make on your budget.
I can do better than this.
You'd cheat. You'd use that bloody green screen.
Maybe.
See? It's all real. It's on film. All the action is real in camera. The lovely slow-mo fight at the end, so you can make out all the action.
Yeah.
So you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
See? He's coming round. I've got him. Okay, what's your final thoughts?
So I have a couple thoughts. So, number one, Santana should sue.
Actually, it wasn't Santana's legal jazz. Not just a truck stop CD they got.
Perhaps, but the quality of it, I'm guessing probably not.
All right, 8-track.
And of course, I've already said my piece on Jesse's acting skills. But Jesse needs to stick to wrestling, and not acting. And if you decide to watch this movie, remember that is time you'll never get back.
You'd rather spend time with your family than watch this film?
Yes.
Well, we are differing opinions there, sir.
A little bit. If I never have to see this again, it's too soon.
Yet, El Santo is the level.
El Santo is a national treasure.
Just not of your country.
I'm close.
Well, disappointed as I am that you didn't like the film. It doesn't matter because your opinion is worthless anyway. So,
okay. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, Sven is not going to pay any attention to the likes of you.
That's right. Sven's the best part of this movie.
He will crush you.
He will with his Schwarzenegger accent.
It was a homage
Oh, is that what they call
to
it?
his friend, who they've been friends for years.
Yeah, well, of
So he
course,
thought,
of course.
hey, Arnie, do you mind if I do an impression of your Terminator? And he says,
I'm
"Do it
sure
now."
I'm sure he asked him. Yes, I'm sure.
There you go.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not going to say thank you because you don't deserve it. But this is Lucard from the Lucard channel,
Yes,
who thinks he knows what films are, and obviously
I
doesn't.
I definitely know better films than Abraxas.
And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Go watch Abraxas instead of this review.
Or be sorry.